Hello, welcome to class. So today we are going to begin with some riddles. Now remember, you can ask 7 questions and have 2 guesses on each riddle that I ask you. Okay, so starting with the first one. I am in the middle of the solar system. I give light and heat. What am I? Okay, now the second one. 8 of us travel around the sun. You live on one. What am I? Okay, now the third one. Hot glowing gases keep me bright. You can wish upon me at night. What am I? Okay, and the last riddle. When looking at all the planets, this is the second largest one. What am I? So these riddles are to get you thinking about what we're going to be talking about and um, to see, get your mind flowing. Let's see how much you know. Okay, so if you guys could just quietly grab your Chromebooks and um, log in into your Google Classroom, please. Now that you have been logged in and grabbed your Chromebooks, we are going to take a little solar system quiz. So if you can see that I have uploaded a link to take the solar system quiz, and this is not for a grade, it's just to see how much you know, but please do try your best. And you have several minutes to take this. All right, great. Looks like everyone's done. So let's move forward. Just take a few minutes. You can do this with a partner, and you are to read and explore about each planet. So log into the website that I have written on the board. It is spaceplace.nasa.gov/planet/en/. Make sure to look over each planet individually and take down some notes. All right, time's up. Now let's move forward with the lesson. So if you could please close your Chromebooks because you will not be needing them at this moment. So as you could see on the NASA's website that I had you look over, you notice that there are 9 planets. Well, that was before they considered Pluto no longer a planet. So now there's only 8 official planets, and that is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now the first 4 planets are the rocky planets, and the last 4 planets are the gaseous planets. So the first 4 planets that are rocky are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. And the last 4 are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and these are the gaseous planets. Now you will have to remember all of these planets in order, and there's a super easy way for you guys to remember this. So we are going to start with Mercury. So for Mercury, you're going to say my. For Venus, you're going to say very. For Earth, you're going to say excited. For Mars, you're going to say mom. For Jupiter, you're going to say just. For Saturn, you're going to say served. For Uranus, you're going to say us. And for Neptune, you're going to say noodles. So it'll be, my very excited mom just served us noodles. And that's how you will remember Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, the 8 planets in our solar system. Now let's go over some facts about the planets. So Mercury is the first planet that is closest to the sun, but it has no moons. If you weigh 100 pounds on Earth, you would only weigh 37 pounds on Mercury, and that is because of the gravitational pull. It's different on Mercury than it is on Earth. It takes less than 88 Earth days for Mercury to orbit around the Sun, and one day lasts about 180 Earth days So by the time we go through 180 Earth days here on Earth, that's only 1 day on Mercury. For Venus, Venus is the second planet from the Sun. It's the brightest in the solar system. Venus is also known as Earth's twin sister because of its smaller size and proximity to each other. It takes 243 days for Venus to make a rotation, and it takes 224 days for Venus to orbit around the Sun. Now let's talk about Earth. Earth is our home. This is the planet we live on. Earth is estimated to be 4.5 billion years old. And the planet Earth is round. Okay, now Mars. Mars is the fourth closest to the planet to the sun. It has easily been seen from Earth. So late at night, depending on the seasons and the weather, and like if the clouds are gone, you can really see Mars from Earth. Mars is red because it is a rusty planet, or it's a rusty rocky planet. There's a lot of iron in the soil, and the air on Mars has made it turn red. Mars orbits the Sun every 687 Earth days. Okay, now let's move forward to Jupiter. Remember those first four planets that we just went over are the rocky planets, and now we're going to go into the gaseous planets. So the first one is Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. Jupiter's volume is large enough to contain 1,300 planets the size of Earth. So just imagine 1,300 little planets inside Jupiter. That's how big it is. So Jupiter rotates faster than any planet in the solar system. It rotates so fast that a day on Jupiter only is 10 hours long. That's so crazy. But it does take 12 Earth years for Jupiter to complete an orbit around the Sun. And then Jupiter does have this giant great red spot, and that is actually a storm that has been going on for over 300 years. So just a little fun fact about Jupiter there. All right, moving into Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet because Jupiter is first. Saturn has 7 thin, flat rings around it. I'm sure you guys read about that in your little NASA exploration. This planet can be seen from Earth with unaided eye, but you cannot see the rings. It is so light that it could actually float on water if there was an ocean big enough to hold it, because it's mostly made out of gas. It takes about 29.46 Earth years for Saturn to orbit around our Sun. Saturn's rings are made out of billions of pieces of rocks and dust. They're just really flat because it's rotating so fast. Saturn is a giant ball of gas, but it does have a solid inner core. But it's mostly just gas that's rotating so fast around that inner core that makes it so huge and expands really big. And then a 100-pound object on Earth would weigh only 116 pounds on Saturn. So another cool fact about Saturn. All right, now Uranus. This is the 7th planet from the Sun. Because of the strange way it spins, nights on some parts of Uranus can last for more than 40 years. The planet's most extraordinary feature is the tilt of its rotational axis, which is almost perpendicular to the plane of the ecliptic, which means that it alternately has its north pole and south pole turned towards the sun. So instead of the North Pole being up here and the South Pole being down here, it is tilted to where the North Pole is facing the sun and the South Pole is away. So instead of it being like this, like Earth is, the North Pole and the South Pole, it is this way. So the North Pole and the South Pole. Now, because of this, I believe that this is why Uranus is the coldest planet in the solar system. Uranus and Neptune are both known as the ice giants. And we'll talk about Neptune here in a second. And it takes 30,685 Earth days for Uranus to complete an orbit around the sun. Now, Neptune is so far away that it took the space probe Voyager 2 12 years to reach it. Neptune is the storm. Sorry. So Neptune is a sea blue planet, and this is because of the methane gas that it has in its atmosphere. Now Pluto, like I mentioned, it is no longer a planet, but it is the 10th largest body orbiting around the sun. Pluto is smaller than Earth's moon, so you could just kind of give you an idea how big or how small Pluto is. And like I mentioned before, one of the reasons why Pluto is disclassified as a planet is because asteroids have been detected in our solar system that are as large or larger than Pluto. So now Pluto's name has been changed to 134340 after being disclassified as a planet. Okay, now some quick questions. What is Saturn's ring composed of? Good job. Good job. Okay, what are the 4 gaseous planets? Remember, there are 4 of them, and we did talk about this. And then what planets have moons? And lastly, what are the 4 rocky planets? Great job, everybody. Y'all did awesome. So now let's get to this activity. For this, you will need play foam, Play-Doh, markers, crayons, cardstock, paper, toothpicks, and tape. Or you could just do paper, toothpicks, and tape, markers, and crayons. So you are to create a model of the solar system. And then you must label each planet and tell me a few facts about this. I will group you guys into groups of 4, so you can guys work together and you will be presenting this. So I'll give you several minutes to work on this together. And I will show you guys an example of mine. So as you can see, we have the sun. You can really see. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So you create a model similar to this, and you will name each planet, and you will take down a few notes over each one. And this could be about anything you know that you've learned today. All right, good job, everybody. Y'all's presentations look amazing, and I can't wait to see them. I'm looking really forward to them. All right. Now I have some questions to ask you guys. Which of these planets is closest to the sun? Good job, that is correct. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. Good job. Okay. Now, is the sun a star or is it a planet? You're right, the sun is a star. Now, which of these planets is furthest from the sun? Which is so far away from the sun? Remember, Pluto is no longer a planet. Good job, Neptune. Neptune is the furthest planet from the sun. Right. Now, can someone name at least one of the rocky planets? Good job. Earth is a rocky planet. Yes. Awesome job. Now, how many moons does the Earth have? Does it have 1, 3, 7, 5? You can tell me. Good job. Earth only has one planet. All right, well, that is it for today. You guys did amazing. Your projects look absolutely amazing also. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Make sure to clean up any mess that you have left behind and get ready to move on to the next class.